Hello everybody, I'm Roman Rodriguez and I'm doing chapter 3 kinematics of linear motion, and I'll be solving all the problems from this chapter. So moving on to the first question, 3.1, the first problem. Let me just write down the data. It says here, find the time taken by the sunlight to reach the ground. So you need to find the time. Distance between the sun and the earth, S is equals to 1.5 times 10 to the power of 8 kilometers. Velocity of light, the speed of light is given to you as 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Now we'll be using these three formulas, or the four over here in this case, to solve these problems that you have over here. The first equation of motion, Vf is equals to Vi plus At, where Vf is the final velocity, Vi is the initial velocity, A is acceleration, T is the time. Second equation of motion, S is equals to Vit plus half At squared. S is distance, and of course you know the Vi is initial velocity, T is time, and 2As is equals to Vi squared minus Vi squared. We also have a formula, V, the average velocity is equals to distance upon time. Now, so solution, here we will be using this formula, that is average velocity is equals to distance upon time. Since you need to find time, you will take time here, and let's bring the velocity down. So time is equals to distance upon velocity. Distance is given to you in kilometers. We need to convert this into meters per second. In doing so, we'll get the answer in seconds. So let's first convert 1.5 times 10 to the power of 8 kilometers into meters. 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters, that is 10 to the power of 3 meters. Kilometer will cancel. So you will get this as 1.5 times 10 to the power of 8 and 3 is 11 meters. Right, so time is equals to distance 1.5 times 10 to the power of 11 meters upon velocity is 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Now, when you take this, divide 1.5 by 3, you get 3 5s are 15.5 times 10 to the power of 11. Bring 10 to the power of 8 on top, 10 to the power of minus 8. Hence, time is equals to 0.5 times 10 to the power of 11 minus 8 would give you 9, 10, 11, 3. So, this is in seconds, or we could put it down as 5 times 10 to the power of minus 1 times 10 to the power of 3, because 0.5 means 5 over 10, you take that 10 on top, it will become minus 1. Hence, time is equals to 5 times 10 to the power of 2 seconds, or we could say 500 seconds. Now, 500 seconds, if you convert this into minutes, so we know that 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Second and second will cancel, 0 will go to 0, so 50 upon 6 would give you 2 3s are 2 25s are, so you have 3 8s are 24. So you have 8 minutes, and 1/3 of minute would mean how many seconds? 1 upon 3 minutes, that would give you 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Minute and minute will cancel, 3 will go to 60 20 times, so 1/3 of a minute means 20 seconds. So there you are, 8 minutes 20 seconds for the sunlight to reach Earth. Is that clear? Okay, let's go on to the next one, 3.2. Data. We have a person hears the echo of his own sound at a distant hill after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds he hears his echo. Okay, 2 seconds. How far away is the person from the hill? Again, distance is what you need to find out. If the speed of the sound, now we are talking about the speed of sound, which is 330 meters. Okay, so we use the same formula. V is equals to S upon T. So velocity is equals to distance upon time. Here in this case we are finding distance. So what we need to do is we'll have to take time on the other side. So we'll get distance is equals to velocity times time. So distance is equals to, your velocity is 330, the speed of sound, times time, that is, this is in meters and this is second, so meters per second, sorry. So this would give you, time is 2 seconds, so there you are. So distance is equals to 2 zeros are 0. Let me just check it again. Velocity is equal to distance upon time. We need to find the distance, velocity times time. 330 times 2 would give you 2 zeros are 0, 2 3s are 6, 2 are 6 meters. So distance is equals to 660 meters. Okay, this is the distance for him to hear his sound back. That means if he is standing over here, okay, and he hears his echo, it takes 2 seconds for him to hear his sound back. That means we have this distance from here coming back 660. So what is the distance from the hill? From the hill, it would be half of it, so that would come to 660 divided by 2 will give you 2 3s are 2 3s are 2 0. So there you are. So how far away is the person from the hill? If he hears the sound of the speed of sound of 300, so he is at a distance of 330 meters from the hill. Right, let's go on to the next question. 3.3 data. There you go. A car moving with a velocity of 36 kilometers per hour. Speed of the car is 36 kilometers per hour. Is brought to rest in 5 seconds. So it's brought to rest in 5 seconds. Time is 5 seconds. It's moving with this, so this is the initial velocity. It comes to rest, that means final velocity is 0. Calculates its deceleration. You need to find the deceleration, that means negative acceleration is equals to how much. Okay? So we can use the first equation of motion over here, solution. Vf is equals to Vi plus AT. So final velocity is 0. Initial velocity is moving at 36 kilometers per hour. We need to convert this into meters per second. Okay, so where do I do it? I do it over here. 36 kilometers per hour. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. Kilometer cancel. 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. R and R would go. These two zeros will cancel it out, and this will go with this. So you have 10 meters per second. There you go. So initial velocity is 10 meters per second, which is equal to 36 kilometers per hour. So I'll put this over here, 10 plus, we need to find the deceleration time it takes is 5 seconds. There you are. So we move 10 over here, so this will give you 0 minus 10 is equals to 5a, or minus 10 upon 5 would give you minus 2 meter per second square. And since they are talking about negative acceleration is equals to, or minus a is equals to 2 meter per second square, and negative acceleration is your deceleration, so deceleration is equals to 2 meter per second square. There you are. So this is the answer. So here you are. This is the answer for the second one, and this is the answer for the first one. Okay, very quickly I'll just go on to the last question of this first lesson today, and that is find the acceleration of a body. I'll just erase this part. There you are. So 3.4. Okay, 3.4. There you go. Find the acceleration of the body. So we need to find the acceleration whose velocity increases. That means from initial velocity would be 11 meter per second. It increases, final velocity becomes 33 meters per second. And how long does it take? It takes 10 seconds to do this. Okay, 10 seconds. So you need to find the acceleration. Again, we'll use the first equation of motion. So solution Vf is equals to Vi plus AT, and Vf is 33. Let's take the unit, make sure they're all in the same system. Yes, meter per second, and second. So final velocity is 33, initial velocity is 11, acceleration we do not know, time is 10 seconds. So bring this 11 over here, 33 minus 11 is equals to 10a. 33 minus 11 would give you 22. Bring this 10 on the other side, we divide it, so acceleration is equals to 2.2 meter per second square. There you are. So hence we just calculate the acceleration. So I hope it's clear to you all. In the next lesson I'll try to do sums from 3.5 onwards. Hope to see you then. Take care.